Well, I'm sorry about that. We missed the intro. There we go. That's better. What's up, Histo? Lion? How's everyone doing today? This fine and wonderful Saturday? It's still morning here, so I figured I could title the stream Kingsland and Coffee, right? 10:29 does do Silk Road in an hour, so we'll have to jump out of spectating, get that done real quick with the rest of the team. And then we can always go back to spectating. Never seen the intro? Ah, you made it here early. Well, probably because you're in Sweden, and most of the time when I stream, it's later in the evening, right? Or nighttime for you. Ken, what's going on? Good to see you guys here. Thanks for joining. We're going to be watching the 484 and 1175 Mimi Kingsland passes. So these pass 8s open at, I forget exactly what time. 10 minutes from now, 11 minutes from now. So it looks like 484 is coming in the bottom here. Jump in the wall. Looks like 1175 is coming in the bottom. Jump in the wall. We're probably going to have some battles real quick right in this general area. Should be a good time. What's up, Mustafa? And Only Farmer is here as well. Only Farmer, you will be happy. Look what I did for you. There you go. Only Farmer's got her own command now in Nightbot, right? I know she is fighting in this KVK, so if you would prefer to go... I don't know if you're streaming Only Farmer. If you are, and you guys would prefer to go and watch it from the perspective of somebody who's actually playing in it, hey, by all means, jump over there. Give her a look. Give her some support. Even if you don't go there to watch her, go over there and support her. Watch that channel. Subscribe to that channel. Just do it. Kyoto. Kiyotaka. Sorry, I have to sound names out. You know, stupid American here. We only speak one language. What's going on? I'm waiting here at 513, 535. 513. 535. Nice, nice. Looks like they're the assembly of troops has begun. $2605 Smash Squad is already there. Well, what do you know? Look at that. Look at that. Interesting. I guess they're not sticking it out to the end in 1254. Couldn't find it, but there's the breaking news animation, right? Interesting. Yoda's already here. Well, kind of like Forrest Gump. That's about all I gotta say about that. Looks like it. Looks like it, man. What kingdom is that again? Christ, 2605. Okay, 2605. Yoda got king? Well, I don't doubt it. Probably, probably popping gathering buffs and well, I forget what all they're called, right? But there's the gathering buff. There's the other one that increases resource production. He's probably popping that shit every time he can. Either they left already or there is a hell of a job impersonating them going on by 2605. And maybe they figured if they're not going to drop a lot more power, now's the time to go. Maybe 2605 gets into a KVK before the 254 KVK even ends. I don't know. I don't know. I'm sure there will be videos soon on it, but yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. This KVK, it is the right side against the left side. So we've got 1175. Up here we have got I don't even know who these folks are, to be honest with you. It's like 2302. Then we've got 1484 on the opposite side, along with looks like 1841. So the battle we're going to be watching is this 44 against 1175. Looks like they're both going to jump the wall in this area into Kingsland, and the fights will ensue in this general area to start. So we'll be watching to see who gets the flag down first, who pops Skillful Craftsman. Remember, Skillful Craftsman, you want to pop before you have troops in the flag, but not too much before, because it only lasts an hour. If you pop it after the flag's already full, it doesn't help at all. Around 60 gold chests a day in TR, that's quite possible. Basically free to play compared to TR. I mean, just imagine 60 GT though, where they require, or 2489, where they require everyone in those alliances to buy the Mountain Warfare bundle. Just imagine 160 people buying that Mountain Warfare bundle. That's just crazy. 160 gold chests. Member icons or make the emojis. I mean, prices are different depending on the level of complexity. To get the cheesehead emoji, I sent Electro King 100 million of each resource in game because he just migrated here. So I said, "How much, bro?" And he said, "Just send in game resources." I said, okay, I can do that. He's really fair with his prices. His prices are very competitive with the folks on Fiverr. You know, the more stuff you order from him, the more business you give him, the lower his prices get. You know, if you just order one thing a year from him, he's going to charge higher prices, and that makes perfect sense, right? If you're ordering from him constantly, then the prices go down, volume discount. VIP customer, right? But I mean, if you're interested in icons, emojis, whatever the case may be, he's the man to see. He is the man to see. Electro King number 1000 on Discord. He can do it all. He's got fast turnaround time, so prices are very fair. Very fair. Wow, they're starting the buffs already over here. Whoever gets that first flag built, that's going to be a huge advantage. No buffing over here. Their big ball is way back away from the pass. These guys are much closer to the pass. Oh yeah, exactly. 60 GT, you gotta drop gold chests. You can't just leech off of them. Nice, you're gonna start streaming? That sounds fun. Yeah, he'll do it all for you. Just tell him what you're looking for. How many gems do you get from a gold chest? Well, when you buy a $100 bundle, you get what is it, like 25,000 gems? You know, as far as getting them from collecting a gold chest when somebody else buys it, it depends. You can get, I think it's anywhere from 50 to 500. Those are kind of random. Oh my god, that pass is going down quickly. So is that one though. Hey Pete, what's going on? Better late than never. Everyone drops gold chests for past 4 open. I drop wood chests. Think these guys will get it first? Boom. So 44 got it about 15 seconds before 1175 did. They dropped a flag back here. Okay, that's a different alliance. SSEM dropped a flag back there. There's the 1175 flag. Good luck, Only Farmer. Good luck. Hey, Kojo, go back, go. Ah. Nice. Look at all those. Wow. That's a lot. That's a lot. Let's hope 44 can match that and we see some big fights. Big fights. 8 minutes, 5 seconds. 48 minutes. Here we go, y'all. Let the fun begin.
Fight!
If I had a Mimi account, this KVK would be a good game. I am not normal. Oh, come on, guys. Engage. Go get him. Go get him. They're still coming from the 44 side. My goodness. That's more troops than I saw from 11 to 75 the entire last KVK against 1960 and 1093. And then again, I wasn't watching 24/7. How pissed do you think Chiz is that the kingdom they are going to has been leaked? I couldn't tell you. Could not tell you. I'm sure there will be some people that try and screw up that migration, though. You know, try and get in there under the power cap when they increase the power cap to let people in. I'm sure they will have a lot of people to zero after the migration takes place. But yeah, 2605 it was. 2605 it looks like. Looks like Smash Squad is migrating there this weekend. Which I will wait for the videos to come out to understand exactly why before I give my opinion on that. Oops, wrong button, sorry y'all. There you go. There they go. Now they're going to fight. Wow, they were late to this flag. 20 seconds. It took them extra to take the pass. Get their flags done first. These guys must not have used the skill at the right time. That should not happen. Should not happen. You were the guy asking whether to go Sargon or Zhu Liang in Discord? So multiple flags being built by 1175, I assume for the teleport spots. 84 only dropping one. They should probably drop another one back here. This player is doing some disruption there. Yeah, it's even laggy watching it. I'm turning simplify graphics on here. Yeah, it's part of the game feed. I get that. I don't know. Hey, Lambeau, you want your free handbag? Thank you. Thank you. It better be Gucci. And it's not a handbag. It's a man purse, right? It would be a man purse. I don't have enough hair to put it up in a bun though, to where I would be able to get away with using a man purse. In a small town in northern Wisconsin that I live in, if you walk around with a bun in your hair and a man purse, you get some people looking at you a little bit crazy. 3 flags going down. Four seconds on this one. Yeah, this looks laggier than 365, 254, I swear. They gotta swarm it if they want to take it down. Minute 50. Oh, XY is Garrison. Just target the flag. Don't worry about the other marches. Just target the flag. .44's got to fill it. Just dump troops in there. Whatever you got, dump them in there. Okay, there's at least a proper garrison in there now, but it's a little late. Next. 4 minutes. Next. Oh no, they're not touching that. Yeah, they are. Oh, that building flag is touching it. Okay, okay. Lambeau's getting a little excited here. Seeing swarms does that to me. Sorry. So a flag right in here would be rather hard for either team to defend because the teleport spots in here, there are none, right? So I get it. I get that. We got to see if 1175 gets this done first. Oh, man. Oh, man. Because they can build right up here and start trying to cut them off. And, you know, guys... I am no KVK strategist. I'm just kind of shooting from the hip here. With this kind of start, it can end within an hour. Yeah, I mean, I don't get it. 44 had to pass a full 20 seconds before 1175 did. It's that skillful craftsman. Like I said earlier, if troops are in the flag and then you pop Skillful Craftsman, it doesn't help you. You gotta pop Skillful Craftsman before troops are in the flag, but it's only an hour buff, so you wanna wait and wait and wait until the troops are just about to get there. And I think 1175 executed that better than 44 did at this point in time. $30 seconds. They got to build a flag up here real fucking quick. I imagine as soon as they drop a flag, 1175 is going to go up there to swarm the shit out of it. $10. Trying to watch this while grocery shopping. Well, just don't climb any ladders there in the grocery store because we're probably going to have another explosion here in the very near future. Okay, this flag is vulnerable for the next minute. I don't know as 44 can get there, though. And there we go. They dropped a flag up here, and they did it. Oh, they did it smart. It's not touching, so it can't even be swarmed at this point in time. Smart play. Smart play. I don't know if these mountains can even be jumped. You'd have had to build this flag up here even further to jump these mountains. I think they're too high. Smart play, 84. So now to cut them off, 1175 is going to have to go up this way. Smart play. You guys avoided tragedy. Very nice. We're gonna see more than an hour of KVK. City Swarm 486. Is that this KVK or a different one? Oh yeah. Appreciate it, but I think we're gonna stick here. And I do have to keep an eye on the time. I've got Silk Road in less than 33, well, exactly 33 minutes. It's all right, man. I've already got my troops by the AF where we're going to start that. Silk Road. All you got to do is stay and just, bring one army and just kind of stay in the circle. We should have enough players. Just bring one army and stay in the circle. I mean, that's 6 gold heads, right? He ran out of gems, gem healing. Ouch. Ouch. Well, there's a lot of 1175 sad faces here, but a lot of fresh marchers just came back in for 484. $32 watching, 22 likes. If you haven't done so yet, hey, please subscribe to the channel. Helps me out tremendously. Hit that like button. It is noon here on a Saturday, so that is the time during this period of year where they test the tornado warning sirens. So my apologies if you can hear the tornado siren in the background. Rest assured, it is only a test. Appreciated your comments on the bad podcast, Lambeau. Very funny. Yeah, I always have a good time. I always have a good time over there with Redline and Boogs. Every other week that kind of runs over when we do our podcast, our Creators Corner podcast. So, but anytime I'm able, I go watch that. For those of y'all that don't know what I'm talking about, Redline and one of his good friends, Boogs, have a Bad Show podcast that they do every week. They talk about everything under the sun. And like Nightbot says, right? Crockett and Tubbs ain't got nothing on Redline and Boogs. Go see the bad boys themselves on the All Bad Show. Go over there and drop a subscription for them, would you? They're just underneath 100. Want to get them as quickly as they can up to 1,000, right? So that if Redline does retire, we can still catch him every week on the Bad Show. Hey, Betsy, good to see you. I can hear, but it's not that loud. Nobody else has ever indicated that. I use a beacon microphone. There is a link to all of my streaming and game gear in the. Oh, you can hear it. Okay. The siren, the tornado siren. Okay. So yeah, it sits on top of a big telephone pole and it rotates. So every now and then, when it faces the direction of the house, you'll be able to hear it better than when it's not facing the house. But I do use a beacon. I forget what kind of beacon mic this is. It's a beacon mic. It's a USB microphone. Quite like it. Took some playing with to get used to. And hey, look, Electro King's here. What's going on, Electro? Good to see you. Isto said he is going to start up a stream soon, so he's going to touch base with you for some graphics. All right, let's check the map. Hopefully it is refreshing. 84 is building quickly. Let's see what's going on the top. They are all avoiding each other like the plague on the top side. They are not even building to cut each other off here. Seriously? Oh, there's a couple flags. All right. Got some 1175 players up here. Very nice. Very nice. Gonna get some flag rallies here. We're touching tips now. Yeah, MF is still in 1029. He is what I would call semi-retired. He jumps on from time to time, does some events with us, plays Arc every now and again with us, does daily stuff. You know, not nearly as active as he used to be. But I guarantee you, if there was fighting in a KVK, all it would take is one phone call or one instant message, and he'd be online in 5 minutes. Change my name to Gaddle. Yeah, okay. I'm not even going to try. You're going to have to spell it phonetically for an old man like me. Yeah, we are registered for Heroic Anthem, Betsy. We have about three days left on matchmaking. And have some fun. Have some fun. Got in about 12, 13, 14 migrants. Electro King was one of them. Some really good players with great attitudes. Now, what KVK is this, right? This is an Orleans KVK, or is this... Nope, Heroic Anthem. Okay. So there's no auxiliary skills. There are Bastion skills, though. It's short for Gustavus Adolphus, the best Swedish king ever. Your KVK is also HA in 3 days. Maybe we'll meet there. Maybe we'll have some fun. Choose something easier to say and easy to spell. Yeah. Yeah, just change your name to Joe. Right? Or Ted. 3-letter names, that's about all my 6th grade education can handle. What's going on, India? Yeah, we're a D seed. Who the hell knows how Lilith is doing matchmaking, though? I mean, they threw some B and C seeds in with 1960 and 2489, didn't they? So it's all up to Lilith. It's in their hands. For those of you that did not see it yet, we were notified at the beginning of the stream of some, nope, not fake news, Breaking news. 2605 appears to be the destination of Smash Squad. We saw several players there, and Yoda was king. Congratulations, Justin, on being made king. What's the bet, John? Hey, Andrew. Is Zug Tommy a decent enough march? My Boudica will be with YSG. Yeah, I mean you gotta have Zug on the Zug Liang on the field, and I am a huge fan of Tamiris. Huge. I mean, I'll be running Boudica YSG, Nibu ZL, and Artie Tommy. Are you guys in KVK, Betsy? I forget which kingdom you're from. Yep, Bunny's retiring. I don't know if he's done that already now that Smash Squad and HMB are already leaving. God only knows. God only knows. I mean, I understand. They want to get their project going. They want to start recruiting people. They want to get them into a kingdom, but maybe it's just me. And, no disrespect intended to anyone in Smash Squad or HMB. I understand their KVK's over. I would never leave a kingdom before the KVK's done. That's just me, though. Win or lose. Now, if Bunny and the rest of TR said get the fuck out or we're going to start zeroing people, that might be a different story. But I doubt that happened. 1052, but it has moved to 2065? What? OV moved? Oh, that sucks. Family and friends. Yeah, I've been in kingdoms like that. No fun. Pete says it's okay to turn yellow and run from a fight Smash Squad. I mean, I want to see an explanation. I want to see a statement on it before I make any judgments. They're saying Bunny's account is sold, wondering who the lucky guy is. I know there were a lot of Chinese whales from the Krakens from the Chinese servers that were trying to buy high-level accounts to take them to 1960. I don't know if that's the case, but that would be my guess. Yeah, I know Bunny's Australian. So is Ruz, I believe. How's their territory coming up here? Are we touching up here yet? Not quite. We will be soon, though. John R. Hey, welcome to the Touchdown Club. Thank you. Appreciate that membership, sir. You now have access to those custom emojis and to the Touchdown Club on my Discord server. If your HA has, no, we've never seen a heroic anthem in 1029 with less than 20. So you're betting it has less than 16, or you're betting it has more than 16? Yeah, I mean, that does appear to be the direction the game is headed in, Seth. That kingdoms with 2 alliances are going to be the ones that are able to get the most fighters into a KVK if they limit the number of KVK spots available for every kingdom. I do not blame Smash Squad HMB for leaving. They are being proactive based on the announcements Lilith has made. I understand. Exactly, though. If they start stuffing multiple A kingdoms with 2 big alliances in them in the same in KVKs, it's not going to fix the problem. Black Panther, what's going on, dude? Y'all should know Panther by now. He's here almost all the time when I'm streaming. If you do not, he streams himself. We're going to drop a link to his YouTube channel in the chat. Hop over there, give him a subscription, come on back and rejoin us. Keep watching this KVK, but go and subscribe to the man. And Tash always has great comments for Black Panther when he jumps in here. Thanks, Tash. What the fuck they did with arc matching? They are supposedly going to begin using kill points, right? Oops, that's not it. So yeah, no more win streak here because this is desert sands, thus all the sand blowing around on the screen, I guess. But if they're using kill points, they sure didn't do a very good job. I mean, we're what is this? 40 billion kill points above the team they matched us with? They got higher power. We got higher kill points. So we'll see tomorrow, I guess. .484 is putting in work. Yeah, both of these sides are, right? I mean, we saw 1175 Wales up north, just kind of helping their allies at the north side as well. BP is a great king, cares about people unlike most kings. Oh, BP, Black Panther. Yeah, he's a good dude. He's a good dude. Otherwise, I would not send you over to subscribe to his channel. Tash, look, I found you. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, we'll have to take a look at 1052 later. I know DB and Gambit and several people left and went to 2489. I was not aware that they were losing other folks as well. And DB was there from the start too, so kind of crazy that he jumped ship. Something has to be going on. I mean, honestly, you know, there's always going to be a place in my heart for OV and 1052. I learned a lot there. Had a blast there. Won Osiris League with them. But I think John Wick leaving the game, it kind of took the voice of reason out of many things that 52 did, and it became more of a dictatorship than it ever was. At least this is what people tell me. You know, I think John was kind of the voice of reason, and he helped run the kingdom for the international players, whereas a lot of the players that came in there were mainly from Asia, and they changed a lot of things as to how they did stuff. So that's only what I'm told. It's all hearsay, but it's a shame. Panther, don't you speak about your daddy like that? You two, they're like a freaking married couple, I swear. If I didn't know better. Yeah, exactly, Lucas. I would not be surprised if players from the Chinese servers are gonna start scooping up high level accounts with kills, with deads, with gear, armaments, and we're only gonna see 1960 get stronger. Then I imagine. Which, who's gonna want to face 1960 then? Just be especially if they're going against other kingdoms that have to only bring in X amount of players into a KVK. Nobody wants to face 500 players who are all max tech and max spending. That would be very difficult for any other A-Seed or Imperium kingdom. Just Histo, I just kind of let Tash and Black Panther go back and forth. Just don't get involved. It's easier that way. It's easier that way. Oh, that flag must have gotten injured as soon as it got built. Here's another flag that's on fire. Sorry, I missed those. Take a look at the map. Take a look up north. So we're touching down here. There's a flag on fire. Wow, that's a lot of troops. Oh, this could be problematic here if 484 gets in front of these flags. A minute 50. A minute 49. It's going to be close. Let's see who drops the next flag first. They're chasing Jadwiga all over the field. I would tend to agree with that statement. No offense, other than 93, I don't think anyone else can take on 960 and have a chance of winning. Yeah, 2049 still needs to gel. They need to gel together as a team, learn how everyone operates, and that takes time. I mean, they put on a great effort, and there's a Zenobia, Jadwiga versus Zenobia live on YouTube. They had a great effort. I mean, they were fighting over the same piece of grass for 2 days before 2489 kind of called it. Just take a KVK and make them AFK 60 days. Then we'll break them emotionally. What do we got here? 3 seconds. Who gets the flag down first? Oh, that was beautiful timing. Beautiful timing. That is so much less territory that 1175 will be able to teleport into. Although they got this over here, right? They'd be off territory, though. So 1175 took the pass first. Mimi took down a building flag from 484. But now the race of flags, it looks like 484 is coming up here to kind of cut things off here. Meanwhile, you got allies of 1175. No, this is 1175 as well. Building over to touch the Zig. 84 is already touching the Zig up top here. We got fighting going on from allies and enemies up top. Looks like fun. .365 versus 960 1v1 would be interesting. This is true. This is true. But if Lilith follows through with what they said they were going to do, I don't know that we're ever going to see 365 versus 960. If this new KVK format should be implemented, I think so many Imperiums will be avoiding 1960 because nobody wants to go 1 versus 1 with them with 2 alliances. It's just suicide. Yeah, exactly. I mean, if they limit the number of players that each kingdom can take into a KVK, say it's 300, say it's 500, that's basically 2, maybe 3 alliances. Even if you have a kingdom that can bring in 3 full alliances of T5 players that have good commanders, not all of those players are going to be spenders. They're not going to max crystal tech, right? They're not going to have the equipment to go along with those commanders. And 3 alliances facing 2 alliances from 1960, you're dead. That's all there is to it. You're dead. You're done for. I hope we get some fighting in our KVK too, Pete. Heroic Anthem's usually not a problem. .1175 trying desperately to take this building flag down. 5 minutes. Right? Because if they take this flag down, then another one can be dropped up here, and this alliance will basically be cut off then. And that's Mimi's main alliance. 1175, sorry, main alliance. I agree. Hopefully they scrap that idea. 100%. I mean, they've announced things in those developer Q&As before that have not come to fruition, so... Oh, that flag went down. Sorry, I missed it. This one's got 16 minutes. This one's got 53 seconds. So they're going here next. I mean, we got some good players in 1029, right? But there's really only 3 to 5 of us that max crystal tech every KVK. Generally MF does, I do, Resurgence does, and Cat and Mavic and the other folks that kind of Stitch does. They kind of some KVKs they do, some they don't. There we go. There we go. Excited Mimi dropping the next flag. If they take this one down. It's going down. So the attempt to cut them there failed. Where is the next attempt going to be? I think they're going to be fighting in this area really, really soon. Let's check out down here. Smaller groups of players down here fighting. This flag is... Okay, they got territory connected now through the pass itself. So this flag does nothing if it gets cut. This flag can get cut, it does nothing. But Mimi's still got Mimi. Alliance has to protect this area down here, right? Because this is the only path into Kingsland that they have. They're not connected through the pass. There are other alliances, but the Mimi Alliance is not. So they're going to have to dedicate troops down here so that their territory does not get cut. And right here, so their territory does not get cut. While attempting to push 44 up here. Okay, let me catch up on chat here. Let me find a good place to watch some fighting and we'll catch up on chat. Just 1 second. Mimi's playing aggressive. They got a flag built here now. Old Kingdom can spend like 960. If they cap it, they will wipe every KVK. 3 to 5 massive Krakens. We're not Krakens. MF's the only Kraken here. It's a shame I can't rifle off some of my old low-end T5 accounts. They're not worth selling and they just collect dust. After 30 days, yeah, after 30 days they disappear. Dude, this stream is great. Okay, thank you. Seth, that's bulb. I think that estimate's a little bit high. I haven't kept track though. But yeah, yeah, like John says, I think it's about half of that. I mean, especially if you're an active player too. Yeah, Penn is also confirming it's about 1 to 1.5K. Oh shit. Oh shit. Alright, sorry guys. Sorry guys, we gotta do some Silk Road here. What I am gonna do though is get that KVK up on another screen for you. Just give me a second. Yeah, let me tap this one, tap this one. Come on, bring my chats up, Blue Stacks, seriously. Working on it. Alright, I know it's small, but hopefully y'all can see. And forgive me if I'm not paying attention to chat while we're doing this Silk Road here. You are correct. Electro King has joined us in 1029. He needs a break from leadership. Running an A kingdom is quite taxing on a person, especially when there's a lot of drama queens there. So yeah, we're going to do the best we can watching this and doing Silk Road at the same time, guys. Trying not to lose all three of my marches on the map here. Oh look, a level 2 resource. Level 2 gem node. We'll grab that as well. Yeah, see, they sent me a message at, what was it, 1731? They know when I schedule events, I never start events late. So I kind of feel bad that I completely lost track of time. I mean, you know, you got to train people, right? If I post an event like 7 days before, as soon as it pops up on the event calendar, and I say 1730, I started at 1730. You're not here? Sorry, you should have planned ahead. Hey, Lucas. In Redline Podcast with 1960 Leopard said 60 GT spend more than $1K every KVK. I believe it. I totally believe it. Alright, somebody's hitting that one, somebody's hitting that one. Need to go up top and help here. That's the closest. Get the green guy, get the green guy. No, where are you going? Don't go home. I feel very similar, Hen. I don't know that I would ever want to buy an account because I want, you know, half the fun is the journey to get there, right? I know and I can say that every kill, every dead on my account, I have done myself. And that's half of the fun, is getting there. You know, but everybody has fun in different ways. If I could afford to buy a Kraken account right off the bat, hey, you know, that might be a different story, but that's not something that I have the ability to do. So it's not something I ever would have thought about. And yeah, starting this game as a brand new player right now, I mean, it's a lot easier to get gold sculptures than it ever was when I remember playing. But at the same time, they throw you into KVK so damn quick now as a brand new kingdom that you just don't have time to develop your account unless you're going to spend an absolute shit ton of money, which just isn't feasible for a large number of people. I mean, back when I first started, we had a year before we had our first KVK. And you had time to develop your account and get ready. You had Civil Wars to teach you how to fight. A lot of these kingdoms now get thrown into KVK so quick, half of the players don't even know how to fight. I mean, you got your 2 or 3 jumpers there that, maybe have played this game for a while, but you got a lot of native players that are just learning the game. And those native players are generally not the ones who are able to win events or collect gold heads or, get those good commanders that they actually need. Yeah, I saw a hell of an account for sale the other day. They only wanted like 15 grand for it, and it's better than mine. Not that that's hard to do or anything, but I mean, a ton more city skins than I have. More product equipment than I have, and it was only like 12 or 15 grand. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to remind me to move the screen in the KVK every so often. All right, I think that was the last wave, right? Yeah, that was the last wave. All right, what's going on here? We got pink flags burning. We got blue flags burning. We got pink building up north coming across. Ooh, 484's got a lot of teleport spots here, though. A lot of teleport spots. Okay, sorry. Your account has an Osiris League Championship, though. Yeah, but that's 2 city skins. I mean, that doesn't mean a lot. Gaines Gaming said he's streaming really soon. Nice, nice. Lots of conversation in chat, sorry. Playing this game means you don't think of return on investment, but the feeling of accomplishment and happiness you gain from it. A lot of players right now play games for months thinking just of return on investment, crypto games. That's why I came back to Rock after stopping for more than a year. Recommend new players actually play a few KVKs and understand the game before buying a big boy account, otherwise you're going to be a dead weight and get zeroed by your own kingdom. John says that's what's wrong with this game. That part has nothing to do with Lilith. Yeah, I mean, I just think these guys get new kingdoms, get thrown into KVK so quickly. that a brand new player really doesn't have a chance to learn the game as they potentially should. It's funny how the victims become the bullies in this game and then complain that there's no new players. Oh my, here we go again. Resurgence popping these quickly. Did we get 100% on it? I didn't even see. Okay, nice. First try. I like events where you get gold universals. So those of you just joining us, I'm doing Silk Road quickly on my main account. This is our second one. We'll have one more after this. We've got in the upper right hand corner of your screen, we've got 1175 battling 1484. I'm sorry it's on the small screen, but it is what it is, right? I don't know if I even need to do anything in Silk Road. These guys are pretty much handling it. Just sit in the damn circle and watch for stragglers. I'll take the easy job this time. Seth, I believe this game will last because of the community that we have, no matter how toxic it is sometimes. Yeah, and it's not nearly as toxic as some gaming communities out there, but I do agree. I mean, that's why I still play this game. You know, I have fun every day when I stream. I have fun with you guys, chatting with you guys. I have fun with my alliance and the people in 1029. You know, that's why I play this game more so than I enjoy the game. I do enjoy the game. Don't get me wrong, but I have more fun, you know, live streaming and chatting with you guys and hanging out with the other players in my kingdom. You know, that's what keeps me playing, not the new commanders that are coming out, not the next KVK, you know, not Osiris, not any of that. Just do your thing, Lambeau. We're all chilling here. Hey. Appreciate it. I do appreciate it. You know, I mean, I'm not a fan of the changes they're making with Osiris either, where you can't spectate matches. They're only going to have matches on the official Rise of Kingdoms channel. I mean, there are 4 realms. When you get to the tournaments, and there's 32 teams in the tournament, there are multiple matches going on at the same time. How do they determine which ones they're going to cast, which ones they're not going to cast? You know, God forbid there's somebody sitting behind a desk saying, let's cast these guys and not these guys. That way this other team has got footage on their strategy. You know, let's cast Team ABC matches so that Team XYZ, who will potentially meet them in the semifinals, can see what strategy they're using, right? I mean, whenever there's a human element involved in making those type of decisions, there's potential for corruption there. There's potential for accusations there. There's potential for scandal. You know, so it really concerns me the way they're headed with Osiris and nobody being able to watch. Now, I get it. They want to make a more competitive environment. But if every single match was recorded and every single match was placed on a server somewhere for people to go and watch, then the competition level would be the same. And you would have to physically do the work as a team to go and scout your opponents, much like soccer teams do, baseball teams do, football teams do. You would have to watch footage on your other team to see what plays they use, see what strategies they use. But the footage would be there for everybody. It would be up to those teams then to put the work in and do it. And if they didn't, it's their own damn fault, right? So I don't get it. I don't get it. Osiris League and those matches were a huge draw for a lot of the community to watch those, to meet new people, to get ideas, to be exposed to this game. It drew a lot of people to this game. And now they're just saying, fuck it. American football. Sorry, American football. Hey Leon, thanks for the question. I do think kill points should factor into KVK matchups. That said, no matter what you do, no matter what algorithm they use to make KVK matchups, there's always going to be kingdoms out there that try and how do I phrase this? Try and cheat the system. There's always going to be kingdoms that fill their hospitals so they have a lower troop count, or don't go active for a period of time, so that Lilith might match them with a less active kingdom, or stop fighting in a KVK as soon as they start losing because they don't want to get more kill points to impact matchmaking in the next KVK. So I mean, there's no matter what they do, it's never going to be a perfect system. It's all to reduce lag. Yeah, I think you're right. They said they were going to take steps to reduce lag, and a lot of people assumed that they were going to work on the hardware, the code in the game. But that's going to be too expensive for them to fix. So instead, they reduce the size of kingdoms and try and have matchmaking in a way so that big kingdoms are never again facing big kingdoms. And that's fine, John. We can have different opinions. I just remember half of the fun playing the Ark was watching our next opponent and scouting our next opponent and making a strategy based on that. We'd have watch parties to scout our opponents and just discuss on Discord what was going on, what everyone was seeing, because what one person sees might not be the same as what some other person sees, right? That was half of the fun right there. No. Get off of him. Okay, somebody else got it. Good. No. Kill it. Bottom side. Losing focus. I don't know how they would implement a delay, right? For them to implement a delay in spectating a match, they would physically have to be recording the match and then recasting every match with a delay. I think it would just be easier for them to record every single match and store it in an archive somewhere. Well, I think the biggest thing about Alliance versus Alliance, Andrew, was how they said that if one alliance and a kingdom registered, the other alliances were kind of shit out of luck. And they couldn't go into an alliance versus alliance or a KVK until the alliance that registered actually got out of their alliance versus alliance KVK. At least that's how I remember it. So what happens if some troll alliance and a kingdom registers? Does that mean my main alliance is not going to be able to do a KVK until they're done fucking around in a KVK? I think that's where the uproar was. It wasn't. I think it would be great to see alliance versus alliance. Let's see TR versus Smash Squad. Let's see 60 GT versus I forget who the main is in 2489. That would be fun. That would be fun to spectate. Maybe do a 2-week long KVK, Alliance versus Alliance, a starting zone in Kingsland. Just a week and a half, 2 weeks of nonstop action. Come on, barbarians, hit the wagon. Yeah. This is for you, Pete. Oh, it's not playing. Maybe it's just delayed?
You need to shut the fuck up.
There we go. So, I think a lot of the issues with this game, and so I work for a software company, right? And it seems like every 2 or 3 years they change the developers who are actually doing the coding for us. So people who wrote code 3 years ago are not the same people writing code for the software now. So it's a lot of hodgepodge, a lot of putting band-aids on things that are broken and nobody really knowing and understanding the codes that's out there. I think some of these software companies are the exact same way. People come and go as coders, as developers, and if something breaks, people slap a band-aid on it to fix it, and then the code gets more complex and more complex and more complex. It's easier for them to limit the number of players going into a KVK than it is to actually fix the game so there's less lag. Just my opinion. And 93 said they can't beat us if we don't show up. They can't beat us if we don't show up. But it just, there are a lot of things that I think could be done with this game, but it would require investment from Lego, from Lilith to, fix those things. And I think at this point in time, they're just kind of maintaining the game, fixing what's broken, doing a few things here and a few things there, and riding their money cow into the sunset. I don't know how much capital they want to continue to invest in a 5-year-old game. Now, games like Clash of Clans, they've been around for a long ass time. And Supercell continues to invest in them. So, I don't know. It's all speculation on my part. I hope this game goes on for a long, long time yet, and I'm playing it another 5 years. Could you imagine how many commanders we'll have in another 5 years? We've already got 92 commanders. 5 years from now, we got 180 commanders. OL should be like CSGO, everyone same stuff and only strategy based. Yeah, so you're like Grand Finals rules for Osiris League. Same commanders, no equipment or the exact same equipment. Yeah, Supercell has more than a 15 IQ though. Ooh. Ooh. I've said it a dozen times or more. If you ain't having fun doing something, don't do it. Right? Life is too short. Do what makes you happy. And when I stop enjoying this game, I stop playing this game. But part of my enjoyment in this game is YouTube and streaming. I might not be the biggest streamer out there. I don't ever want to be the biggest streamer out there. I want to be able to engage with you guys and chat with you guys. That's what makes it fun. Bigger question is, will I have Mad Maxed in 5 years? I think not. White Tigers. I was in White Tigers. I was in OV. Two of those I've been there. White Tigers was, first KVK, we dominated. Second KVK, we got our asses kicked. Solimar got zeroed. That was, the attitude at that time was power is good. It wasn't about activity. It wasn't about kills. It wasn't about deads. It was about who had the most power. The game has changed much since then. I remember in KVK, my R5, get out of the flag, get out of the flag. Don't take deads. Don't take deads. Don't drop power. You know, all people cared about was power. You know, nowadays it's quite different. I'll play this game till it closes. I stopped expecting more out of this game than what it offers now, just chilling while breathing. That's a good way to look at it. If you have no expectations, your expectations can't get broken, right? Sorry, guys, I was on mute there for a minute. I forget when I went on mute. Have a good one, Seth. Thanks for dropping in today. Thanks for the good conversation. Appreciate it. Do I like Omniarch? I don't know him at a personal level to not like him. I mean, to say you don't like somebody, you really have to know who they are as a person, right? I don't know him in that way, shape, or form. Do I think he does produce good content? Yes. Do I think a lot of his content is very clickbaity? Yes. I understand that. From a YouTube perspective, sometimes you have to use clickbait just to get people to watch. So I don't go out of my way to watch his videos. Every time John Wick posted a video, I would go and watch those videos because they were always informative. They always taught me something new. But I don't know him well enough to say he's a good person, a bad person. If he's genuine, if he's not genuine, it is what it is. Hey, thanks, Slasher. Appreciate that. Sometimes the notifications pop up, sometimes they don't, but I thank you and welcome to the chat. Now that Silk Road is over, we can get back to the action. Wow, looks like 484 has got like 3/4 of the Zig surrounded. So flags are burning here where they are touching. Flags are burning here where they are touching. I think this is the action we were watching on the small screen when I had it up. It was during COVID, the job John had involved a lot of traveling. And during COVID, that traveling was put on hold. So he could not travel and do his regular job. So I think that allowed him to play the game much more than it did once the pandemic was quote unquote over and travel restrictions were eased up. Now that he's back to his regular job, that's what he wants to focus on. He's a young guy too, right? I mean, he's a young guy with a girlfriend. I'm sure they were trying to plan a future together. So there comes a time in a young man's life where they have to decide, okay, what's more important to me? Playing this game for 12 to 16 hours a day, including producing content, including helping run a kingdom, including playing Osiris League matches, or is this a point in my life where I need to kind of drop this game and focus on family and focus on a future and a real job? And that's John is one of the best people I've met in this game. He helped me tremendously from the time I got to 1052 until even after I was gone from 1052. And I have much respect for him and wish him absolutely nothing but the best. I wish he would have kept streaming, but I understand the point he is at or was at in his life and support him with whatever makes him happy. What was that, Pete? The man caves to the emotional terrorist. You're crazy, man. You're kind of crazy. that building flag went down. I mean, it looks like when Mimi focuses in one area, they're not having much trouble. Although taking a burning flag down, right, is much easier than taking a established flag down. You know, the established flags obviously have cities around. People can microfill through those cities. And building flags, you can only have one army and you can't solo fill it. Yes, men cave to the emotional terror. Well, you know, you sometimes gotta do what you gotta do to get those other urges satisfied, right? Hey, Viper, good to see you. All right, thank you all for bearing with me for the past 40 minutes while we did Silk Road. But hey, 6 gold heads. We want those gold universals. Those are important. I am hopeful with one more solid placement in a cavalry MGE that I can use my remaining universals to max out Jan Ziska. I think I'm like 520 some odd goldies away, and I now have 482. So I need a decent placement in an upcoming cavalry MG to get there. Yeah, I mean, he didn't like the direction the game was going in. He was not getting much support from the community managers, not getting answers to the questions that he had, so yeah. I mean, for those of you that have been playing the game 4.5, 5 years, this game has changed a lot in that time. I mean, right? Equipment, armaments, formations, just to name a few things. You know, Ark of Osiris changed significantly. They said they haven't made many changes to Ark, but they really, really did. Just the fact that you can teleport now when all your troops are on the map, that's a huge change. You know, back in season 1, 2, and 3, you couldn't do that. You know, you had to plan, okay, you make sure your armies are home at this time because another teleport's going to be available. And you had to do that level of planning minute by minute, second by second. I mean, I remember John would have multiple stopwatches on his desk, and he would be calling out, okay, Lambeau, it's your turn to teleport. And it'd be like, dude, I got troops on the field. Well, fucking A, let's go to the next person. You know, I got bitched at more than one time for my troops not being in the city when it was my time to teleport. And now there is fog in Ark of Osiris. Yeah, we Resurgence tried to sign us up for a couple arcs with a couple of those test arcs with the Raging Sands or whatever you call it, but each time it filled up quicker than he could register. So tomorrow is going to be our first experience with the fog. I have already had players tell me if they don't like it, they're not playing it again. So I mean, we have a team of 30. Tomorrow, first time we've had 30 in a while, but I have several people who said if they don't like it, they're not playing it again, and I understand. You know, if you don't like something, don't do it. And I have 2 players that are kind of on backup, so hopefully it's not a lot of players and we can have some fun tomorrow. Jesus, yeah, I mean that's what I'm thinking as well. I mean, you got Call of Dragons out there. That's quite a bit different than this game. And if you guys don't know Dirty Dan, he was playing a game called Viking Rise. And that game was the closest game I have ever seen to. I mean, it's like they took Rise of Kingdoms from a year ago and just reskinned it and made everything Viking related. So, I mean, I tried it. I gave it a try. I just don't have the time to dedicate to 2 games. I probably spent $20 in that game just to get a little bit ahead. And it was fun. It was fun. It was a lot like this game, really, as far as troop movements go, as far as combat goes. He's got some videos out there if it's something you're interested in. Again, it's called Viking Rise. Hey Benchy, how you doing? Did you lose some players today in 254? Because I'll show you what we were seeing. Oh, it looks like the king changed back. This was the right? It was 1605. Or 2605. That's it. Except Yoda, he's not useless. Yeah, Yoda, this is what we were seeing earlier, right? Six, 9, 4, 20. What? Yeah, they all got the fuck out of there as soon as they could, as soon as Bunny said the war's over. Which I'm sure we'll see videos coming out soon. Speaking with the big man last night, a lot to look forward to in 254. That's good, Benji. I'm very happy. Good for you. Good for you. And I'm glad you took the time to speak to the leadership there and understand what's coming and give them an opportunity, because migration is hard, right? You got to find the right kingdom. You got to hope you fit in. You got to hope your mindset is the same as the other folks there. And yeah, so I'm happy for you. At the end of the day, that's what's important, is that you're having fun and you're happy where you're at. As much as I wanted to get you in 1029 after this KVK, but you know. Chisgo King going forward, I doubt that he will be king in the new kingdom. He has said it is too hard to fulfill that leadership role and stream at the same time. Chisgo said the applicants they have can make An 18 billion, 1 trillion KP alliance. Yeah, hey, more power to them. More power to them. What's the biggest donation I ever got? I got a $500 donation one time. That was from the man himself. The man, the myth, the legend, Mr. MF. Maybe in the future when I get better stats too. Redline is not quitting anymore. Just this morning on his bad show, it sounded like he was still quitting. What are 1029 requirements for joining? Really? There's no specific kill or death requirements. We are in matchmaking for KVK, so it's going to be approximately 60 days before we can even bring anyone into the kingdom. But you would need to do an application, fill out an application with Kat. She would need to do a voice interview with you. And, really, we have no power requirement. We have no kill or death requirement. We just want to make sure that you're a fighter, you're going to fight with us, and that you have the right attitude and personality to join the kingdom. Chisgul is a killer everywhere kingdom is going. Jesus says 1254 did everything to destroy players' motivation. So crazy. Yeah, it depends how you look at it, right? Oh, I don't recall. 2 or 300. After a Chisgul raid, 2 or 300. Generally, it's in that 15 to 50 range, depending on the day. I mean, honestly, I think what Bunny said in his exit message, I think that's what truly happened, right? They didn't have KVK for a period of time. They had kingdoms that didn't fight them in KVK. So a lot of people just didn't show up for this one, I mean, I've had my differences with Bunny and with Nugget when we were in 1052, and they can be toxic at times, but Bunny is a straight shooter. He doesn't sugarcoat things. He tells it like it is. He is honest with people. And if he's coming out in his goodbye message and says, this is the reason, I gotta believe that. They had lots of people who just kind of fell asleep at the wheel, so to speak. Boom, baby. I think Chisgul talk a lot. Is that a lot or aloof? And doing big drama? Whenever you have a high-profile content creator in your kingdom, you're gonna have your kingdom's gonna be under the microscope. Sean heard from a few people. They basically only had 2 alliances worth of active people, and a bunch of those people probably didn't fight. And that pretty much mirrors exactly what Bunny was saying, right? A lot of people didn't fight. I don't know that Bunny's upset. I think that he has been looking for, like he said in his message, his passion is gone for the game. If you ain't having fun doing something, people don't do it. Life is too short. And if he's not having fun playing the game anymore, being leadership, you know, kudos to the man. Go do something you're having fun at. You know, and enjoy life. Enjoy life. I mean, that's the thing with Imperium Kingdoms. There's a lot of fucking drama. A lot of fucking drama. You know, I know he was a man that didn't put up with a lot of drama, but there's a lot of drama. That kingdom was under the microscope. You got two big-time content creators there, Red Line, you know, Chisgull. So that kingdom was always under the microscope. You couldn't fart without somebody criticizing you for the way you farted, or that you lifted your left butt cheek to fart and not your right butt cheek. You know, hats off to the man. He built a successful kingdom that will live in the legacy of this game forever. You know, other than winning Osiris League, he's done everything there is to do in this game. There's nothing left for him. If he's not having fun, it's time to leave. You know, I'm just saying it like it is myself. I'm keeping it real. You know, I don't believe he was looking for an excuse to leave or anything crazy like that. I'm sure he will still stay in touch with the players there. I'm sure he made some great friends there. But, I mean, it is what it is. John says, I'm a drama farmer. Hey, call me Hassan. What's going on? I mean, that's probably a good third of the reason I enjoy being in a smaller kingdom. Right? I mean, we have it right in our description. No drama. Create drama and get zeroed. Period. No fucking drama queens or kings here. Right? You want to create drama? Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's fun to watch, as long as it's not your own kingdom. You just gotta, you know, grab some popcorn, throw some butter and some salt on it, and just watch. All right, let's take a look at the map here. So it seems like Mimi's pushing 84 hard up here. Let's see what's going on down here. Flag is repairing. This flag is burning, but that really doesn't matter. They got another flag here. And if this territory is not touching, it's not the end of the world. I don't know who's stronger in power, who's stronger in troops or what, but you know, fighting on several fronts is quite hard. I would be more concerned about these flags than I would about the one down on the bottom. Maybe you need to back build here. This looks like 84 is focused on these flags, as they potentially should be. 75 is focused more up here. Just as I say that, 85's got insane field presence up at this flag. I'm curious as to if there are other videos out now about let's see, Tika live streaming. Looks like there are several others out there live streaming. Again, I'm gonna put only farmers. A link to Only Farmers channel in here. Only Farmers. She is actually fighting in this KVK. So, you know, if you enjoy watching streams where somebody's actually fighting in the KVK, go give Only Farmer a like, give her a subscription. I will not be offended whatsoever. I too enjoy watching streamers who are actually fighting versus streamers who are just looking at red marchers on the screen. So 84 seems to be effectively using taxi rallies to get people where they need to go. Most people say, "Hey, like drama," say they like drama until they fight with me, then they cry to a mod or run for the timeout button. I mean, I haven't seen you say anything in any chats that I've seen you in, John, that required a timeout. You're pretty much a straight shooter, and I respect that. You know, as long as things don't get personal, not a problem. I say it all the time. Opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one. Doesn't mean we have to have the same opinion. We can always agree to disagree, and there's nothing wrong with that. Hey, Junior. What's going on? Good to see you. 40 people. Let's get those likes to 50, y'all. Smash that like button if you don't mind, if you haven't done so already. If you're not yet subscribed, hey, do that too. It's 100% free. It's free to play friendly, right? You don't have to pay a dime. Sure, an ad might pop up from time to time, but you should be able to skip those. Welcome back. And the reason I beg for likes and beg for subscriptions, of course, is so I can get my videos in front of more people, get them to pop up on the main page when people search for Rise of Kingdoms, that type of thing. You know, the more people we get in chat, the more fun we're going to have, right? Although I do like quality over quantity, so if we get thousands and thousands of people in here asking me if Lohar Sun Tzu is a valid combination for KVK1, we might just time them all out. Tell that to Eggplant Rider Meso from 60 GT. That boomer is a glass cannon. 43, 46. What's going on, Samuel? I mean, unless things get personal in my chat, I just kind of let it ride. All of my videos, all of my streams, I have them marked as not appropriate for children or for individuals under 18. So if there are individuals under 18 watching the stream, they have lied to Google, they have lied to YouTube to circumvent that precaution, right? So it is what it is. Somebody told me once that as long as I don't swear in the first 10 seconds of a video, the advertisers will still play ads and I'll still get ad revenue. So I try very hard not to swear in the first 10 seconds of a video or a live stream. Go take a look at Saturday with the Boys 254 Gecko Chisgel stream, Lambeau. You'll see plenty. Oh yeah, I was in that Saturday with the Boys Discord for, well, I still am in those Discords, but yeah, there's a lot of trolls in those chats, and you know, hey, maybe when the time comes, Need to get a few more moderators here in this chat, but hey, we'll deal with that when we cross that. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it, right? $19.60 versus $24.98. You mean $24.89? As I understand it, let me look at my notes. As I understand it, their next pass will probably open sometime on Tuesday. I know the 1093-1307 pass opens Tuesday at 1447 UTC. And if I remember correctly, the 60 GT 2049 passes were kind of synced up with that same time. People get mega triggered by my Discord bio. I mean, unfortunately, the world we live in, people... I mean, I'm old, right? I'm 52. When I grew up, if you got your feelings hurt, you know, you sucked it up and you moved on. You know, you got bullied in school, you punched that bully in the face and you moved on. You know, nowadays it's all about feelings. It's all about feelings. People need to understand not everyone is special. If you get your feelings hurt, I'm sorry. You're gonna get your feelings hurt. That's life. You know, learn how to deal with it because it's gonna happen again. I mean, there are people my wife works with that she'll tell them, "Oh, you know, you did this wrong. This is a better way to do it," and they'll run and cry to the HR department. Oh, so and so was yelling, or my boss was yelling at me. Like, no, I wasn't yelling at you. I was explaining to you that you did a procedure wrong, and that there's a better way to do it. If I'm yelling at you, you'll know I'm yelling at you. You know, but yet, oh, well, you hurt their feelings when you were coaching them. It's like, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to let them do something wrong, which could potentially affect a customer? Or do you want me to do my job and correct them and show them how to do it correctly? If their feelings get hurt, they're a fucking pussy. You know? Just the world is, and a lot of kids are very, very soft. You know, they're very soft. It's all about feelings. You know, well, what do you mean my boyfriend can't stand in the restaurant while I work? What do you mean I can't be on my cell phone checking Facebook for half of my shift? You know, there's a lot of fucking bullshit out there. Yep. Canubis, we saw them in 2605. Who you yelling at, Lambeau? Better not be me. No, it's not you, Matt. It's not you. You know, but who do we have to blame, right? Who do we have to blame? Do we have the internet to blame? Do we have social media to blame? You know, a lot of parents are to blame. You know, raising their kids to believe that they're special. Not every kid is special, Mom and Dad. Not every kid is special. You know, not every kid deserves a trophy when playing European football. We call it soccer here in the States, right? Not every kid deserves a trophy. You know, if your team doesn't win, they don't all get a participation trophy just to make them feel good. It's life. The sooner you teach them there are winners and losers and not everyone is special, you know, the sooner they'll be productive members of society. Yeah, exactly. You know, there's a lot of people out there who think their opinion is the only opinion, and if you disagree with their opinion, you're wrong, you're a bad person, you're evil, you're a Nazi. You know, and that's just not the case. People can have different opinions than you. It's okay. You know, it doesn't mean they're a bad person. It just means they have a different opinion. But if you fail to take the time to listen to their opinion then you're the bad person. I love my participation trophies though, Terminator. Have you ever seen something of Warhammer 40,000? And if you ever saw any of it, which faction is your favorite? I have not. I have no idea what Warhammer 40,000 is. Yeah, I mean that's possible, Sean. Right? Every generation feels like the next generation is soft, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I remember I grew up. I got the belt. I got the wooden spoons broken over my ass. I remember my grandmother had extra wooden spoons when I would go to visit, just so that when she broke one over my ass, she could pull another one out of the drawer, right? And when my kids were growing up, you go to spank them, they look at you and say, "That's child abuse. I'm going to tell my teacher." My response was, "That's fine. You go tell your teacher. They'll take your mommy and daddy away, and you'll have a new mommy and daddy that might be even worse. Is that what you want?" So... Hey, innocent boy, what's going on? Yep, we saw that earlier. Smash Squad is in 2605 now. Looks like they want to get their project started as quickly as possible. It depends on the age of the kids, though, right, Sean? I mean, if you're giving a trophy to 6 or 7-year-old kids as a participation trophy, they love it. They get a trophy, they get a medal, they love it. If you're talking 12, 13, 14-year-old kids, okay, at that point in time, a participation trophy may seem like a slap in the face, 100%. You used to get the wooden spoons broken on your hands. The wooden spoons were fine. It was the belts that hurt. Those, man. After I got the belt, I couldn't fucking sit down for a week. Oh, this is true. They probably want to get to that kingdom as quickly as possible so they can register for Osiris League. Good call, innocent boy. That's a good one. Yep. So, there are probably 20 days, 15, 20 days left in that KVK, maybe. So, yeah, it all depends on when OL starts. Boom. There goes that for it. We'll spare your eardrums this time and do the confetti. But hey, you know what? There are very few other content creators out there with one of these. I know C-Will has one. I think there was a guy that was in 646, the cast, that has one, or 696 or something, but very few other content creators out there with one of those, right? And I mean, how does Lilith do that if Chizgul is casting official games for them in the top 32? Do they let him pick what he's going to cast? I would like to think he's an ethical person with integrity, and he would not specifically pick games to cast where his team has potential to face the downstream opponents to obtain an unfair advantage and get reports and get playback on them. But does the streamers pick them? Does Lilith pick them? No, nobody can cast anything other than the official Rock channel now. So hey, time will tell. Hey, Scorpion. They picked the right server. That OL division is the softest of the 4. Well, I mean, they're gonna have what? Do they have 2489 to compete against? Let's see. Where am I going here? Come on. Yeah, I forgot. I don't know if I still have the email where it shows which kingdoms are in which division. Roni, Drago, and Chiz couldn't get it. Yeah, exactly. I mean, honestly, I got lucky. I got lucky. I got lucky. I was in the right kingdom at the right time, and they needed a player with the commanders I had to fight in the middle and fill some rallies. And I got lucky and stumbled into it. Just being honest there. But hey, I can thump my chest, right? And I give my 2 boys shit all the time, right? One is 26, the other is 19, and they love video games themselves. Hey boys, your 52-year-old dad has won more trophies in gaming than you have. What do y'all got to say about that? Uh huh. 2425 to 2904. And they were what? 2605? So they're in the same realm as 2489. Okay, message retracted. This has been a good Kingsland so far. Whoever has downtime first, I think, is at a severe disadvantage. 2425 to 2904. So 2489 and 2605. And didn't 2489 win it last time? So, I mean, a lot of these teams are moving out of the... You know what? They just tired of getting bitch slapped by 1v? Which kingdom did Blackjack go to? 1021? They moved to a kingdom, right? I forget where. I mean, 365 is always ultra competitive in League. I think this season is going to be an interesting one with the new skills, with the Raging Sands, with the fog of war on the map. That's kind of why I wanted to watch a lot of matches this season as well. You know, it's brand new. Tomorrow is our first match that we're playing in the Raging Sands. So I kind of wanted to see what other people were doing as far as skills and timing of those skills and everything. I mean, I didn't notice until this morning. So this hard push, right? So this used to decrease the occupation time. It no longer does. It just increases march speed and damage. There's no, once you take the structure, occupation time is decreased by 50% anymore. So, that made me kind of adjust our plans tomorrow, because we're gonna, when that occupation time decreased, you had no problem teleporting to the obelisk before an enemy rally would hit it. Now you're cutting it real close. Why fight when you can change the kingdom? Yeah, I mean, I understand why they're doing what they're doing, right? They want to be proactive and get ahead of the game before Lilith does make changes to kingdoms. They want to. 254 was big. They got how many no match found? They don't want that to take place. Raging Sands is definitely going to be interesting, 100%. Hey, look at that. We got 50 likes down. Thank you, guys. I do hate to do this to y'all, but we're going to have to call it. I just got a text. There is something I have to do for work that requires immediate attention. So we're going to call it. I might fire up a stream later this evening if this KVK still got as much action as it's got right now. For now, we're going to get you over to Only Farmer, who is playing in this KVK. Thank y'all for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the good conversation. And thank you for being bored and sticking around while I did Silk Road. We'll catch y'all later today or maybe tomorrow. That said, see y'all next time.